Hi friends, my name is Phil Leage, and as I'm not able to be with you these days, I've been asked if I would make this recording to share about the Extension Studies platform. I do hope you're enjoying beautiful Harpenden and you're having a rich time together. And so, real quickly, what is Extension Studies? We're, of course, all aware of a University of the Nations, the word of the Lord to us of our training being in university form. We are aware that the model of learning is residential. We value the live-learn modular approach and, of course, DTS first. We embrace in that the formal, non-formal and informal learning educational models. Now, of course, this means that our training is in a closed system. If you want to come to do any of our courses, then it is DTS first. You join UofN before you do any training. And this, of course, means that our training in this form is always going to be limited. It doesn't matter how big a university grows, there will always be far more people who are not going to come to a university than do. And so the question is, how then do we have a wider reach in our training? How can we reach many more people with the excellent training we have, yet not compromise our values of the University of the Nations? And this, friends, is where the Extension Studies platform comes in. The Extension Studies platform is a separate training platform that has been created to serve the multitudes. It's kind of like you have your Mac platform and you have your Windows platform. And this platform is designed to be, is designed so that UofNers, that's us, can create courses to serve those people that we're wanting to minister to. It can have the University of the Nations stamp on it, on those courses, yet at the same time not compromise our live-learn DTS first values of a university. The courses that UofNers, you guys, can create, they would typically be part-time. They would be local to your area. They would be short. That is, one credit is 25 hours of learning. And the thing is, they can be registered through the Extension Studies platform and thus UofN accredited. And the blessing of this is that you can choose unlimited subjects and your audience can be unlimited, and likewise the locations. So typically you may have a group of people you want to serve. They may be believers, they may not be believers. It may be a group of refugees or people in a given sphere that we're trying to reach. And you know what they need. You know what would serve them best. And so what you're able to do is to create a course to be able to serve those people with quality training and then present that course through the Extension Studies approval process, and then it will be UofN approved. Now, the way this works is that 25 hours of focused learning activities is what we call one LCU credit. LCU stands for Learning Component Unit. Now, UofNers, of course, have been running courses ever since the beginning of UofN, I would imagine. training people in churches, taking the the teaching we have and getting it out there. The thing that makes this different is it's not just grabbing a few people together and running a seminar. It's that your training is targeted, it is very deliberate, and there's a feedback loop so that you know that your students have learned what you want them to learn. And so what that involves is focused learning activities. In other words, you decide what is it you want them to learn, to grow in, to engage with. You decide what it is that you want them to walk away from this course with, and then you create your curriculum to serve that. And so you teach, and then you have a learning feedback of evaluation so that you know that they have learned what you want them to learn. And so that when you have completed your course and you present them with a UofN certificate, that certificate isn't simply they showed up to your course and sat through it, but rather they have learned the things that you wanted them to learn. And so, examples, we have had a situation where people are on outreach and they are ministering to refugees and they are teaching English to those refugees as a second language, as a means of reaching out and serving them. And rather than just running that course, they have taken that learning, they have brought it into the Extension Studies platform, and they have registered that course so that at the end of it, their students are able to receive a University of the Nations affirmation and accreditation for that English course. The same has been in the areas of carpentry or machine usage for dressmaking. A real practical thing there. It may be that you have a group of people in one of the spheres that you want to reach. As we think of our university, it is always going to be limited as to how it is able to reach into the spheres. And one of the reasons, of course, is many of those people engaged in those areas of education or government or finance, business, these people already have their degrees. That's why they're in these places of significance. They even have their advanced degrees. And I can't imagine that they would want to give all that up to come into and do the University of the Nations degree, because they already have their degrees. And unless they're called to missions or called to YWAM, then it is unlikely that they're able, that they're going to do that. But friends, with the Extension Studies platform, you are able to create courses at every level to serve people who are in the different spheres and to help them understand the nature of what it is to be kingdom in those spheres. Lisa Orvis, some of you will know, is running the Education for Life course, where she is and her people are serving those who already are involved in education, that they are in the teaching profession. And through the Educating for Life, she is bringing in kingdom values and kingdom principles on how to value the child and how to draw out the best in that whole education sphere. And in her class, she may have Christians or Hindus or Muslims or people of no faith. But what she's bringing is kingdom values into that situation. And that course has served many, many people and continues to do so. The only thing that would limit the kind of use of extension studies is the lack of imagination. You can create courses at the 100 level, the 200 level, the 300 level, for those who have masters and beyond. You can create the course to serve the constituent that God is giving you and carrying in your heart. Just some examples of some courses. We have lots of discipleship courses. We have lots of worldview courses, Bible courses, evangelism. We have midwifery, counselling, educating for life, I've mentioned. Hematology, training people how to look through the microscope at blood and identify the different parasites. Leadership, healthcare, bookkeeping, children at risk, carpentry, mechanics, even mountaineering, safety, so people can minister in the Himalayas. Developing small business, using computer programs. Friends, there is no limit to what can be done through extension studies. This platform gives us a whole new opportunity and a whole new reach in their training. There's a website, UofN.edu. I put loads of really helpful stuff on that. Visit it, and then if you have specific questions, you can reach us at es.uofn.edu. God bless you, and I hope and pray this is helpful.